Hello everyone. Welcome back to Everdeen, where I have made a big decision. If you remember, the last time we were here in the 1930s bedroom on the first floor, I was putting up this paintable wallpaper to get the walls ready to be painted. The old wallpaper had a pretty strong texture, so we couldn't paint directly on top of it. So the paintable wallpaper is now up and ready to be painted on. And so obviously I had to choose a color, and in the last video, if you saw it, I painted a lot of paint swatches on the walls because I am the least decisive person in the world when it comes to paint colors. As we've seen in the kitchen, in the hallway, all around this house, I just can't pick a paint color. I doubt myself, I second guess myself. And this was definitely turning into that kind of a situation. I was having a lot of second paint thoughts. But finally I was able to narrow it down to these two colors right here, a green and a mauve. I was really torn between them. I've let myself live with them for a bit, and then I spent about an hour or so, a very productive time this morning, just standing in this room, staring at the wall. But I think I have decided between them, and I think I am gonna go with the mauve. I'll tell you why, because I do have a reason. There's definitely reasoning and logic going on here, and it's not just my insanity manifesting itself all over the house. The reason is we have the beautiful 1930s furniture set, which is the whole reason we're doing this room in the 30s theme, and I really want that to be like the focus of the room. I think, although the green is a very beautiful color, I think it would pull focus. I think you would walk in the room and think, wow, it's so green. Which may or may not be a good thing, but it's not walking in the room and thinking, what a beautiful furniture set, and also the walls are a nice color. So I think with the mauve, we can keep the focus on the beautiful furniture and still have a beautiful color on the walls. That means I need to go to the hardware store to get some more mauve color, because this is my entire color sample here on the wall that I've painted up there. But before I do, I am going to quickly use some putty to fill in the seams in the wallpaper. I tried really hard to get the seams as tight and precise as possible, but of course, like, it's still a seam, so you can slightly see it, and I don't want it to show once I've painted the walls. So I'm gonna quickly just put a tiny bit of putty to fill those seams in, then I'm gonna let that dry while I go to the hardware store to buy the paint. Also, I just want to mention that I am freezing. It is so cold right now. Basically, I'm the only person here right now, and I don't want to spend money heating the house when it's just me here, but it's real cold. So I put on my full-on winter hat and 2 jumpers and my overalls, which are quite thick, and 2 leggings underneath them, because I don't want to spend the money heating the house when it's just me, but also it's freezing. So if I look like I'm going skiing, that's why. Good morning, it's the next morning and I am ready to do some painting. Well, the good news is I've got 1 coat of paint on the walls. The bad news is that it's starting to get kind of dusky outside, and the light's not really good enough to be able to see the color. But I'm gonna plow on. I'm going to do a 2nd coat, and I would like to potentially start doing the the trim, the baseboards on the walls, and this window nook right here. We'll see how far I get. I don't know if I'll get that far, but I am gonna go ahead and do a second coat now. Second coat is on and it is drying and it looks pretty good. I think I did a better than usual job painting. As you guys probably know, painting is not my forte or my favorite thing to do, but I do love seeing the difference in here, even though it's kind of dark. It's so hard to film in the winter because here in France, it is now mid-November and it's getting dark at 5:30. But of course, like I'm indoors, so even when it's still a bit light outside, I stop getting light in through the windows. So really it gets dark at like 5. And it's so annoying because everything looks so beautiful in the sunlight and then in the dark it's just meh. Anyway, this has been my rant about the seasons. I guess I am gonna go ahead and take the tape off of all the walls and the trim, and I think that's a safe idea. If I do need to do a third coat, I'm gonna regret it, but I don't think I will need to do a third coat. So yeah, I think I am gonna go ahead and take off all the tape and see the nice finished product. And then I think I'm gonna start on working on the baseboards and the trim and painting that. Well, I have got one coat of primer on the baseboards and also on the doorway, and I am bushed. I am exhausted, so I'm gonna call it a night for now and jump back on this tomorrow morning. I really would like to get a color coat on here, but that's going to mean going to the hardware store and getting some paint. We are not, I was originally planning to paint the trim in this room the same aspen white color that we've been painting like a lot of the trim in the house, but now that I look at it with the color on the walls and the wallpaper, I think kind of a creamier cream would be better. So I'm gonna go to this paint store and get just a small pot of that and then whack it on there and then get these wires put back in their casings because they're so annoying. It's so annoying to have to like take them all out so I can paint under the casings and then put them back in. But it's much better craftsmanship if I do that. So I'm gonna be good and continue to do it. Anyway, bedtime for me, and I will see you in the morning to finish up this project. Okay guys, I literally just walked in this room and hit the light switch to turn on the light. And there was literally no difference between the light being on and off. So we really need to replace this light fixture. It's doing nothing, like just nothing. I do know which fixture I want to replace it with though. So maybe I'll be brave enough to try to do that myself. But in the meantime, I need to run to the hardware store because I need trim paint. I need the color that we're going to use for this trim in here. But before I do that, of course, I need to decide what that color is. So I'm just going to do two very quick little swatches of two possible candidates. I want it to match the cream color in the wallpaper. So I have two that are very close to that. So let's see if there's one that pulls forward as the leader. Okay, here are my two paint swatches. They're a little hard to see because of the light reflecting from the window, but this one is a little bit more white and this one's a little more yellow. And I actually think that the yellow one is the one I want to go with because the cream color in the wallpaper is a little bit more yellowy. So yeah, I think that's the choice. Yay, it's done. And it looks really good. Apart from this giant mess on the floor. Ignore the mess. But I think that this color for the trim came out really well. And it looks pretty smooth. It's picking up the color on the wallpaper. I know that this mauve is not like the most matching to the wallpaper, but once I integrate it into the furniture in the room by using the same colors in the wallpaper, like for throw pillows and for things like that, I think it is going to come out like really coordinated. So it's a work in progress, definitely. But the vision is taking hold in my head. So I'm excited to kind of see how it goes. I honestly, like when I think about the journey from where this bedroom was when I bought Everdeen, when I bought the house, to having everything painted and ready to be furnished now, it just feels like such an accomplishment. Every single room that we're doing in the house has had that journey to me. Like, it really just feels like going from one room to a completely different room and seeing each room kind of become mine or become ours, and just the transformation is so special in each different room. It's just amazing. But I think we're going to leave the transformation for today, because the final step here in the 1930s bedroom, well, not here, obviously. I'm in Charlotte filming this because once again, I forgot to film an outro for this video. How long have I been doing this now, guys? Why can't I remember to film outros? I get so excited about the finished product that I just totally forget to film like a little sign off like this. So then I end up filming them when I edit the videos like we are right now. Anyway, I think the final step in the bedroom will be to furnish everything, to bring in the furniture. I do know exactly what furniture I want to put in there. But I don't know about like knickknacks and art. So it's going to be kind of a trial and error process, but that is going to be the next video. It will be 2 weeks from today. So next Monday will be a shorter lifestyle video, which is what we've been doing in December, just because I've got so many shows that it's been really limiting my time to actually work at Everdeen and to edit videos. So next week's gonna be a shorter lifestyle video. The week after that, we will be furnishing the 1930s bedroom, and I am so excited about the furniture that we're putting in there, because it's the beautiful 1930s bedroom set that we've got. So don't miss it. Come back and see how it all turns out. And in the meantime, please do subscribe, and please do hit the like button on this video, because that is very helpful as well. And if you feel so inclined, please do consider becoming a patron, because our patrons support what's happening here at Everdeen, from buying paint to buying all the materials we need for decoration, to just moral support of knowing that there are people that care enough to become patrons, is hugely helpful. So huge thank you to patrons. Please, if you're interested, do consider becoming a patron. The link is right down below this video. And I think that was all my stuff I'm supposed to say. Sure, we'll say that it was. And I will see you guys on Friday for our normal Friday video, and then next Monday for a lifestyle video. And I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you soon.